morning, everyone, and thank you for joining today's webinar. Today, we are presenting webinar on Iceberg of Attitude, organized by Applied Science and Humanities Department of Parul Polytechnic Institute, Parul University. The attitude of a person that constitutes values, standards, judgments, and motives, ethics, and beliefs is unknown to others, while behavior is visible to others. And hence, the main agenda of this webinar is to develop the right attitude for the growth of an individual. I, Vaishali Nathwani, would like to introduce today's guest speaker, Dr. Shama Hussain, doctorate in zoology from Oman. She is chairman of National Institute of Skills Training, Muscat, and brand ambassador of Wednesday Times Middle East. She is also soft skill trainer, an emotional intelligence coach, an executive life coach and parenting coach. She has received 1000 Influence Women of India 2020 Award, International Achiever Award, Young Leader of the Year 2020, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam International Educators Honor Award 2020, Mega Speaker Award from JT Fox World's Number One Coach, Accelerated Speaker Award by ISCF and Coaches Forum, IBAE International Business and Academic Excellence Award for Academic Professional. She has participated in many international conferences with leading organizations, hosted international public speaking events, guest speaker for many social media programs, political events, TV shows, conducted more than 200 trainings, workshops, seminars, and webinars to many corporates, universities, colleges, schools, training and coaching centers, and finally, social media influencer. It's a privilege to welcome you, ma'am, and you can start with the session.
Thank you so much, Ms. Vaishali, for this warm invitation and warm welcome as well. Thank you to Parul University for this privilege. It's really great privilege for me, and it gives me immense pleasure to be before all of you here. So, I think as Newton's first law says, it says that an object will never move until and unless an external force is applied, right? So the external force, that is pandemic, has created overnight transformation among the people to change what? Do you know what you have changed? Attitude. This pandemic made each and everyone to work on attitude. How? What is attitude? How it is going to impact our life? Are there any essential ingredients in our life to develop the attitude? Yes. This is what we are going to develop. This is what we are going to discuss today in this session of Iceberg of Attitude. You know, there was a small boy, very small boy, and you know very well that whenever the children, they see all the balloons, they feel so happy, right? In the same way, one boy was so happy, he went to the person as a balloon seller and he asked him, oh my God, so nice colors, red color, black color, blue color, red, all these color. I want to ask you one question. Which balloon will go up? Which balloon will rise in the air faster? Which balloon will go? Is it red balloon? Is it black balloon? Is it blue balloon? Yellow balloon? Which balloon? Like this, the boy innocently asked the question. And the balloon seller kept on laughing when that small boy was asking him. And you know what he said? My dear small boy, let me tell you one thing. It is not the color of the balloon that decides how fast the balloon will go up. It's not the color. It is how much air is filled inside. all the teenagers, all the students of this university, whoever are watching me right now, I want you to please note this point. It's not the balloon color. It's not the balloon color that makes you fly higher. It's how much air that you are filling inside. Amount of air that is filled inside. In the same way, it is not your physique. It's not your physique. Maybe some people are bodybuilders. Some people look fair. Some people look dark. Some people look smart, handsome, whatever. It's not your physical appearance that's going to decide that how strong you are, how you are going to deal with this uncertainties, with the unseen world. It's not that. Then what? Then it is your attitude. So, with this warm welcome, with this small wisdom nugget, myself, Dr. Shama Hussain, would like to share my small screen and invite you all to this wonderful program of building up of attitude. Done? So let me share my screen. So, welcome everybody to this wonderful program of Attitude, Iceberg of Attitude, presented by me. And so, as I said, fill the air in your balloons. Fill the air in your balloons, not anything else. Have you seen any time lion? Any time? Have you seen the lion? How it progress? Why we call lion as a jungle hero? Why we call lion? Lion is not tall like giraffe. Lion is not faster like leopard. Lion is not cunning like what? Fox. But still, we consider lion as a king. We consider lion as a king. Why? Can you answer me why? Do you know why? What's the reason? Because attitude. When you look at the elephant and when you look at the lion, when it looks at the elephant, it considers itself as its prey. It doesn't have any other idea except thinking it as a prey and going to attack. Nothing more than that. Whereas the elephant, even though it is so gigantic, but still, it is the first thought that comes in its mind when it looks at the lion is fear. Fear. Whereas when lion looks at the elephant, the first thought that comes in its mind is nothing but prey. I need to attack and I need to get the food. That's the only thought comes. That is its attitude that makes each and every one to consider it as the king. Agreed? So, what does it teach you? What you are thinking, that's the most that's going to value. What you consider, what you reflect is the thing that's going to value. That is going to appear outside. That is going to bounce back in your life. So, you need to be the lion. So, always remember, my dear friends, my dear students, please remember that if a complete crowd of the sheep is led, if an army of the sheep is led by the lion, then even though it is not at all nobody can compare this team if it is led by the group of lions with one sheep as a leader. One lion is enough as a leader. So develop that leadership qualities by developing your attitude. I think you understood this concept that You need to be a leader to develop self-awareness, self-regulation. To develop all these factors, you need to develop this concept of iceberg. So let's come to that iceberg. And before that, let me ask you one small question here. What's that? So every day you are having a good day and bad day, good day and bad day. Why we call it as a good day? And why we call it as a bad day? Is there any difference in that? Is there any conceptual factor that is calling and making you to consider that it is a good day and bad day? Is there anything like that? Anybody? Why we call anything today is a good day for me? And why we call today is a bad day for me? What's the reason? Is there anybody to just think about? Think in your minds. So, yeah, I'm listening something. Is there anybody?
It depends on mindset, or we can
Yes,
say
it depends. Exactly. It depends upon your mindset. That is, it depends upon your attitude again. How you are considering that, how you are thinking about it, how you are adapting that. That is your attitude that is making your day, whether it is a good or bad. Your attitude is deciding that, nobody else. So, may consider your day, whether it is a good or bad, depending upon your attitude. Right? Can you look at this picture? It is showing the iceberg of our attitude. How there are so many things that happens in our life that we react. You know, what happens to us is only 10%, only 10%. But the way we react to it is the answer of your all problems in your life. We call ourselves depressed, we call ourselves happy, we call ourselves like completely out of the world. We call our life as a vexed and do suicides. All this, only life is giving us only 10% problems. It's only giving us 10%. Whatever the things that are happening to you is only 10%. But the way you're bouncing back to them, the way that you are reacting to them is 90%. That is what inside the iceberg. It is inside the iceberg which you are not at all able to notice. It is your subconscious mind. You know, my dear friends, if you compare yourself with 10% and 90% of the iceberg, 10% is your conscious mind that is acting on, and 90% is your subconscious mind. Is nothing but your subconscious mind. So, in order to be successful in your life, you need to trigger. You need to trigger your subconscious mind, which is automatically working on the results. It's not your conscious mind that is letting you to happen whatever the things that's happening with you. It is your subconscious mind. So, what is that subconscious mind? That subconscious mind is nothing but again your attitude. And what is that conscious mind? The conscious mind know that yes, I have to react to it. When somebody is going away, when somebody is coming up, you have to open the door or no. Everything you are opening the door. That is your conscious mind. The attitude to open the door, help somebody, feel compassionate. All these things are subconscious. So if you need to be successful in your life, you need to focus on your attitude. You can focus on your attitude if you can focus on your subconscious mind. So the subconscious mind will help you to build up what? Values, standards, judgments, attitude, motives, ethics, beliefs. I'll just tell you one small story here. There was a small village, very small village. Let me stop my sharing the screen. Okay. There was a small village, and in that village, people were, in that village, people were suffering a lot. They were not at all having any. They were not at all having anything, no rain. It was like a barren land. People were so disappointed. They were about to do suicides. This type of situations were happening. Then what happened? All these farmers, everybody decided that let's have a prayer, congregational prayers. Let's have prayers. So thinking of that, all of them decided to pray. So meanwhile, when they decided to pray, one person came up with the umbrella. Only one person came to that congregation with an umbrella. Everybody was surprised. Like, still we didn't get the rain. We are going to pray now. We have to pray, then only we can expect something. Still we did not started praying. You know what that person said? Can you guess what that person might have said? He said, rain will come, right? We are praying. Definitely rain will come. What is there? When we pray with confidence of God or with faith, definitely rain will come. So when rain, then I need umbrella, right? So when rain comes, that is called attitude. That faith, that trust, that confidence of what you are going to do is your rain. Is that rain in your life that bring everything, optimism, positivity, everything will shower in your life. But the same thing, without any trust, without any attitude, if you work on in your life, it's not at all going to be successful. I want to ask you all, whoever are here, all the students who are watching me, I have one question to all of you. What's the question is, we have so many ingredients in our life that makes us successful, right? So many ingredients are there. According to the people, it depends. Like some people consider hard work as the success ingredient. Some people consider how much I work hard, luck is the ingredient. Otherwise, I'll not be successful. The success formula, they think luck is the one. Some people think hard work. Some people think being a big and great leader is a success. If I become a great leader, if I become a big leader, if I'm in a big position, then I'm a successful. So everybody, leadership, luck, hard work, all these things as the main ingredients that make you 100% in life. 100%. If you are successful, that means you're 100%. Is it true? Do you agree that? Is there any other factor that makes you 100% in your life? Or is it hard work? Or is it luck? Or is it confidence? Your confidence? Or whatever. Is it what do you think? Leadership? Or attitude? Which one? Attitude. Do you think, which one do you consider it as you need to build up to become 100% in your life? Is it the hard work that you have to build up? What you have to build up as the first phase of your life, which needs to be overcome everything, all the factors inside. According to the mathematical calculation, if you look, I'll show you the mathematical calculation. I'll just present my screen once again.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm presenting the screen.
Okay.
Can you see the screen?
No, madam, it is not visible.
Oh. Now?
No. Okay, okay, yes. Yes, ma'am.
There is visible, right? Okay, done. So according to the calculation, if I show you, can you have a look at this? You can see here, according to the ABCD, if you take each letter A as 1 and B as 2 like that, you can see here skills constitute 82%, knowledge constitute 96%, your hard work constitutes 98%, whereas your attitude constitutes 100%. 100. So, what do you think? It's important or no now? Mathematically also, attitude is proved that makes your life 100%. Now look at this glass. Everybody look at this glass now here, which I have. If I give you, imagine you will come to my house and I will give you this glass of water to drink. Here, if any one of you see this glass, some people will consider this glass as half full, whereas some people will consider this glass as half empty. How many of you will consider it half empty? I know you are not going to reveal it now. How many of you consider this one as half empty? Half empty and half full. Half full means it is completely optimistic nature. That means whatever things in your life you have, you are happy. You are able to survive. You are able to develop that resiliency. But those people, that shows your positive attitude. And there are certain people who considers this glass as half empty. Half empty, whatever they have in your life, they consider it as half empty because they think it is still not full. They don't look at the other version of the glass that it is not full. It's only looking half. That is a negative attitude which is going to lead your life towards destruction, towards the failure. So, my dear students, my dear friends, when you look at any glass of water, don't look at it whether it is a half empty or nothing in the glass. Look at it to the quantity, not the quality. Half full or half empty. I have this much. There are certain things called as emotional intelligence. Means gratitude, your values, happiness quotient, all these things, resiliency, which makes your life to come up, to think, to develop that attitude, especially positive attitude. I want to tell each and everyone here that positive attitude and attitude, everybody will have attitude. But if you want to develop positive attitude, you need to feel that. Like, yes, you are sitting blankly and you will tell, I'm happy, I have everything. Then this is not positive attitude. Suppose you go and write the exams, you work hard and get the result. Then it is a positive attitude. That happiness that you get is a positive attitude. Positive attitude always depends on your actions. On your actions. How you are acting it, how you are reacting to it, how you are leaning your ladder against the wall. If you lean your ladder against the wall properly, then you will land up at the same place, at the exact place where you want to land, at your destination. If not, then your positive attitude, nothing is going to help you. Lean your ladder at exactly the place where you want to land with the help of positive attitude. So next time when you go to the kitchen or when you are drinking the water, keep in your mind, whenever you see the glass of water, remember in the mind that this is half full, not half empty. Half full glass I have. I don't have cycle. Suppose, sorry, you will see some person who is going in Mercedes, who is going in Bentley. Never mind. He has a car, but you have cycle as well, right? You have a cycle. Okay, a person has a cycle. You don't have a cycle. Never mind. He has cycle, but you have legs to walk, right? Another person has a legs, but you don't have legs. Never mind. You are breathing. You are surviving, right? So that's what the way you think, the way you reflect, the way you accept the circumstances, that is going to lead your life. For example, this is the formula for your attitude. To develop your attitude, I'm giving you a formula. Please note it down in your minds that so many events happen in your life. For example, Corona, pandemic is an event that happened in each and every person in their life. But the way you are going to respond to it, R is the response, is going to give you the outcome. Outcome means you are going to survive or you are going to destroy. You are going to adapt or you are going to extinct. You are going to adapt like giraffe or you are going to extinct like dinosaurs. This depends on your R factor. What is that R factor? That R factor is nothing but the response. The response, my dear friends. That response is very, very important. It can be a positive response. It can be a negative response. When Corona landed in your life, everybody responded it in a very different ways because it was something sudden factor. It was a sudden hazard. It was a sudden impediment and peaks and valleys that has brought in our life to this unseen world. So your response is your choice. How you're responding is your choice. Event is not the choice. Event is going to happen. It is going to happen. It is going to come up. But how you are responding to that is your choice. Is your choice. That is very important. Like, for example, resiliency. Now, so many things happen to so many people in this Corona. I'll give you a small story which I always tell in my webinars. Like, there were two brothers. I'll just stop sharing here. There were two brothers. Okay, so there were two brothers were there, and one of the brother was very rich he was. He was having Bentley, but so many amazing luxurious cars. But the other brother, he was not at all having anything in his life. So the proudish brother, he has come to his brother and he said, younger brother, and he said, I have so many luxurious cars. I have Bentley, Mercedes, Rolls Royce. What do you have? And that brother, he said, I have. What do you think? I have. मेरे पास माँ है, or anything else? He said, I have parking space. Means, when you have parking space, you can bring the car anytime, right? What will you do if you don't have parking space in your life? Where do you put your luxurious car? Can you do somewhere? Can you put it somewhere? No, right? You cannot. So, parking space is important in your life. You need to bring that parking space. You need to bring that resiliency. I mean to say that you need to develop that factor, R factor, E plus R equal to 0. RO, outcome. Outcome is the result of your life. It can be your happiness. It can be your disappointments. It can be happiness. It can be disappointments. But R is mandatory. Events, E is must and should happens. It is written. And you know one thing, my dear friends, there are certain people in our life, they say that, what should I do? These things are happening. What can I do? I cannot do anything. That means events are happening. E I'm talking about. These things are happening. I cannot do anything in my life. This is luck. This is my fate. I want to tell them. Yes, Naseeb hi aisi hai meri. Some people call themselves like this. Meri naseeb, sorry. मेरी नसीब ही ऐसी है मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ I want to tell them that हाँ नसीब किस्मत क्या बदल सकता हूँ people usually tell that अपनी सोच तो बदलिए शायद किस्मत बदल जाए अपनी सोच तो बदलिए शायद किस्मत बदल जाए so E plus R equal to O that means events happens. We don't know now. I think now the whole world is prepared now for the coming uncertainties in our life. But R is in your hand. Events are not in your hand, but R is in your hand. So control that R. Bring that R to your factor. Control it. It's your choice. How you are accepting it, how you are facing it, how you are feeling it, how you are reacting to it. That is your choice. So try to face that and bring the outcome, the best outcome. Bring the outcome to the best. See how your life will be amazing. That's what. Have you ever have you seen the people how they react when it rains? I want to give you a very good example, another best example where you can work out on your attitude. Just let me share the screen as well. Yes, so sorry, I think. This PowerPoint is gone. Yeah, so allow. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So life isn't about, have you seen the people in the rain? Some people, when they see the rain, they stop at a place, right? They stop at a place and some people goes and what they do? They enjoy that. They broaden their hands, they extend their hands. They extend their hands and they start enjoying it. They feel that energy. They absorb that energy coming from the atmosphere, coming from the universe. They take that energy inside and excite themselves and prepare themselves for the coming problems. They get that inherited energy inside that's coming from the universe. When the rain comes, my dear friends, don't get scared like storms are coming in your life. Learn to dance in that rain. Learn to face them. Don't stand near the window and watch the rain till that rain stops. I want to tell you here, when the rain comes, wear the raincoat, wear the rain boots, raincoat, rain boots, hold the umbrella in the hand and move ahead. But don't stand in the rain. Don't stand out the window and don't just wait. You are losing the time. You are losing the opportunities. Please remember. So promise me that next time when you see the rain, again you will develop a formula to develop your attitude. Rain incense here, the storms that come in your life, the problems that comes in your life. So don't just wait. Don't just stand looking at them, feeling them. This is my fate. Yes, problems are coming. This is my fate. I cannot do anything else for this. I have to wait till this go, till this pass on. Learn to face them, adapt to them. Survival of fittest. Charles Darwin has proposed this. The person who will adapt to his environment, to his circumstances, he is the person that's going to survive. He is the person. How many of you are wearing HMT watches now? How many of you are wearing? No, you want broadbands, right? Everything, all new things. All new bands now, which will be according to the demands of the society, according to the demands of your situations. That's the reason HMT watches are no more now, but they were in high demand before. They could not face the competitions of the present existing situations. So don't become extinct, my dear friends. You need to learn to dance in the rain. Learn to dance, see how you'll survive. Can you look at this painting? So beautiful, right? So beautiful. Moonlight, calm water, amazing ambience. Everything is beautiful. And look at this. Horrible. Thunderstorms, lightning, clouds. It makes you feel so horrible. This is same thing applicable in your life as well. So many problems. Now corona, loss of the job, problems, health problems, no money, no salaries. So many problems are there. That means events, the formula which I told you, events, E. These are the events which are not in your control, that happens in your life, that knocks your door every day. But how you are going to respond to them? Look at this man, his face, how calm he is. He's so calm, he's so peaceful, very peaceful.
Shama madam,
Yeah.
slide is not visible. Screen that is visible, but slide that is not visible. Presentation is not
Really?
open. Yes.
Oh, let me stop and I'll just
Okay.
present again.
Yes.
Now is it visible, the slides?
Okay.
Is it visible?
Yes.
The slide is
Now
visible?
again. Yes. Now that is visible.
I don't know. Thank you. So E plus R equal to 0. I hope you saw this slide before, right? E plus R equal to 0. So just let me show you this one as well, as I was talking to you about learning to dance in the rain. So my dear friends, learn to dance in the rain. Then see how beautiful your life. All of you university students, you're all teenagers, you're all boosters of energy. So whenever the rain comes, come on, be ready with the rain boots and raincoats and let's dance in the rain. Let's dance. Face the problems, face the opportunities, face the hurdles, face the peaks and valleys, face all the impediments and be successful in our life. Done. So as I was showing you, look at this painting. It's so beautiful with the moonlight, great ambience, beautiful trees, everything, mountains, so beautiful. But look at this slide. Look at this slide. How horrible, terrible. thunders, clouds. Lots means you cannot feel that. You get scared as soon as you see that. When you compare this painting and when you compare this painting, look at this person. How calm he is. How calm he is. Why? He's so calm for what? Because he has that attitude. When outside things are happening peaceful, you're also peaceful. Is there anything special? Is there anything special? Nothing, right? When things are outside are not in your control, that means when the events are horrible, terrible, and your response is amazing. No problem, whatever the conditions comes in my life, I am going to face them with growth mindset, with the confidence, with the resiliency, bouncing back nature. If you have that, then your outcome, E plus R equal to O. O is your outcome. Your outcome will be amazing. Your outcome will be amazing, my dear friends. So you have to believe that your thoughts, your changes, everything will lead to transformation in you. Do you know the difference between the transformation and change? Most of the children, especially in the schools, from tomorrow I'm going to start studying. From tomorrow I will, in the schools, colleges, universities, I'm going to start studying from tomorrow. But do you know the transformation is not that. They just do 1 or 2 days and they stop again. Change is only the first behavior, first step of your transformation, but this is not completely transformation, my dear friend. You need to work on your emotional intelligence. That is your intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is only on if I do this today, I will get the award tomorrow. If I do this today, means you are calculating your results, which will not lead to a long journey, which will not take you to a long way. But intrinsic motivation means passion, compassion, gratitude, happiness. When you study that, you feel happy. When you help somebody, you feel happy. When you do this work, you feel happy. So these are the things that let you to feel happy, and will motivate you, will help you to do lots of things in your life. That is your intrinsic motivation. That makes you keep on working, keep on doing something best, keep on getting new things, new innovations in your life. Because you are motivated intrinsically, not extrinsically. Extrinsic only works for position, money, awards, rewards, etc. But intrinsic works for your happiness, your inner peace, your passion, compassion. Great leaders always work on intrinsic motivation. That is the secret of your attitude, my dear friends. You want how to build up the attitude in your life? Work on your intrinsic motivation. Work on your intrinsic motivation. That is a very, very important. Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, the great leaders, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. They did not work, they did not do, their attitude is based on their intrinsic motivation. Not at all extrinsic motivation. Not at all extrinsic motivation. So you want to develop in your life, you want to do something in your life, develop intrinsic motivation, intrinsically. See the great results. Now you want to get top rank in the university. It's not possible if you just calculate and work and study that. You have to love your subject. You have to believe that success depends on its second letter, and that is you. You have to believe that success depends upon the second letter, and that is you. You, yourself. Develop the passion, compassion, gratitude for what you have. Gratitude, bring that happiness factor. No need to be tense. Whatever the resources that are available to you, use them and intrinsically motivate yourself that I need to become something in my life and I want to give back to the society as well. I want to influence the people. People should see me and they should learn from me something. I want to leave some legacy in my life. I want to leave some legacy in my life. I want to transform the society with my attitude. What is the definition for success? Success is not something that you learn from somebody. Success is the journey that you are showing to others. How you are accommodating yourself with the factors, with the events in your life. That is the definition for success. How you are accommodating. And another very important factor that helps you to develop attitude in your life is self-awareness, my dear friends. Self-awareness. How many of you really knows? How many of you really aware about yourself? Sometimes we feel it's like, for example, if we see any professor or anybody or any officer in his office, the manager in his office, people don't like him, imagine. He goes on behaving something and people don't like him. If this continues, what will happen? There will be no productivity. Oh, how much I do, my boss will not prize me. What should I? He always taunts me. And that productivity in you will go down and the company finally bounces back. Finish, nothing more than that. It bounces. So what to do? What is the solution for that? How can you get back? How can you come back to the original state? Boss should have self-awareness. What is something in me that is making my people to hate me? He should sit and he should work on, he should diagnose his attitude with the help of self-awareness. Even you, my dear students who are watching me, I want to advise each and everyone, every week, monitor yourself. Self-diagnosis is very important. What makes me angry? When I'm angry, what I'm doing? When I'm happy, what I'm doing? What is making me happy? What is making me angry? And what should I do if I'm angry? Like the boss has to do that. He has to work on that, oh, I am taunting everyone every day. I'm not appreciating their work. So they are not productive. So I need to change my attitude. If he works on his attitude, he becomes a leader from the boss and he shows that compassion. He tries to engage himself with the colleagues. Then what will happen? Everybody becomes leaders. And everybody becomes leaders, then there will be productivity in the office. The company will get lots of profits. The same way, if professor also in the university, if he becomes compassionate, he becomes the true leader and influence each and every student, then the students also absorb that radiations from the professors, from the teachers, from the lecturers, from everybody. If everybody radiates that factor, that attitude, if they develop that attitude, then what happens? Automatically, it resonates in the children and they becomes a great leaders. It's like the leaders empowering the other leaders. And the society will be a peaceful place to live in. At the home, if father starts showing that compassion, leadership, because if father is aware that if I do this, my children will absorb that. The father should have that self-awareness of his attitude that he's doing at home. Whether he's a father, whether it's mother, if they do every day, they try to boost their children. Yes, see how I am doing this, you have to do that. If father reflects that attitude, the children will resonate that same attitude and they will. So attitude is very, very important, not for professors, not for lecturers, not for teachers, not for the boss, for the parents. Every person in in the society is reflecting the attitude. It is the contagious, my dear friends. We have today, if you are good attitude, with your good attitude, you are transforming the society. Self-awareness, emotional intelligence, you have to align your mind and brain together. It's going to play a very, very important role in our life. Very, very important role. One small example, one quick small example I'll give you. There was a small boy who has come to eat an ice cream on Sunday. When he come for eating an ice cream, he saw the lady waiter who was there, and she comes and asks him, "What do you want?" And the boy, he says, "I want a Sunday ice cream." And the Sunday ice cream price was 100 rupees, she says. And the boy says, "Okay." Then he pulls his hand inside the pocket and he checks. He found that he found something. And then he asked her, "What is a normal ice cream?" And the lady, she says, "Normal ice cream is 75 rupees. Then the boy thinks for a while, and the lady was so exhausted. She was so depressed. She feels, "Oh my God, how much time you are taking to give me the order? You want to give or no? Please tell me faster because I have so many people waiting for." Then the boy calmly, he says, "Okay, give me normal plain ice cream." Then the lady, she brings the plain ice cream, and the boy, he eats that, finish the bill, he pays the bill, and he goes off. After the boy leaves, what happens? Do you know what happened? The lady waiter, she starts bursting into tears. She starts crying. She starts bursting into tears. Why? Why she started bursting into tears? Because the boy, he kept the money, the bill, 100 rupees, not 75. Not 75, it was 100 rupees. See the attitude of the lady, see the attitude of the boy. She thought that this boy can, what he will eat, 75 rupees plain ice cream. But that boy thought, let me give tips also to her in whatever the money that I have. That is his attitude. And this attitude made this lady to change her attitude. She bursted into tears and she understood that, yes, I am wrong. I need to change myself in detecting, in estimating, in relating, in resonating the people. And next time, she started dealing with the people in a very soft way, respecting the people. So your attitude is something that's going to change the attitude of others. Develop that compassion, that emotional intelligence in your life, my dear friends, my dear students. This is my very sincere advice to each and everyone. Attitude means a lot. Smile. Those people who don't smile, give them your smile. They will smile. So keep smiling. That positivity comes. Don't give a room for any negative people, negative attitude people in your life. Try to be so positive, so positive, so positive that negative people should run away from you. They should run away from you. And whoever comes to you, they should feel happy that I got something. The time that I have spent with this person made me power packed, made me inspired, made me motivated, made me boosted to face the uncertainties of the life. This is the attitude that is going to reflect. It is contagious, my dear friends. If a bad person, there is no bad or good person in this world. Everybody is bested. Everybody is the best version of themselves. It is how we react to them, how we treat with them. Imagine there is a person who is walking in your building. He's so studious. He doesn't even look at you. He doesn't even look at you. He's just a very stubborn person. You hold for him the door for a while. Help him in just crossing his way, by holding the door. Trust me, trust me, that person's heart will melt. He start respecting you from his heart. And your attitude has changed his attitude. Develop the growth mindset. In the universities, in our professional life, with our colleagues, when we see some person is becoming successful, we get jealous. We get sad. We get anger. Our anger changes to jealousness, promoted to jealous, and from jealousness to suicides, disappointments, murders. This is our attitude. If you stop your anger there itself and you start appreciating him, praising him, telling him that you have done the best, I really like the way you have done, that person also starts respecting you, and you also will have a peace, inner peace in your body. And that reflects your happiness. And that is the way you are reacting to the events, and the outcome will be the best. Outcome will be the best in your life. And you will be the most successful person. After pandemic, my dear friends, nobody wants, the CEOs of the companies are all hired by IQs but fired by lack of EQs. They want the people with collaboration, with the communications now. The pandemic world has changed, so work on your attitude, each and every one of you. Please work on your attitude and see how it is going to reflect your life, your mindset, your growth mindset. Work on your intrinsic motivation, and you can do everything, but not at all at once. Can do policy, please follow it. You can do everything, but you may not be the best at everything. So you can do everything, but you will need help. Think like that. Develop the positive thought. Be aware of the good things in your life. Describe your life yourself with positive words always. Surround yourself with positive people. Don't expect results. Work on your actions. Practice dealing with the rejections. If rejections happens in your life, no problem. Practice with them, my dear friends. Then see how your life, how your attitude will take you to success, to the unbound happiness that you can expect, that respect in your life, growth mindset, self-awareness, happiness, gratitude, all these things which are hidden in the iceberg of your life. Please trigger them. Trigger them. Society needs them badly now. Society needs them badly because we all are humans. Why we are humans? Because we have humanity. So humanity is compassion. Compassion is connecting with each and everyone like the beats of the string. Like the beats of the string. Don't consider other person as an enemy or as your competitor. Grace him. See the respect that you get. See the grace in your life. See the success in your life. So change the definition of success. Change the definition of attitude with your outcomes. Response E plus R equal 0. E plus R equal to O. Whatever you feel, however you are going. Events happens in life. Now today this is pandemic, corona. Tomorrow we don't know what's that. Tomorrow another corona will come up. Another pandemic will be there. Events happens. Uncertainties happens. You can prepare with these uncertainties. You can prepare yourself to the unseen world only by your attitude. Accept all the rejections. It's very difficult, I know. Doing PhD, I did PhD for 5 years in gene profile studies. It's not easy. It's easy, but building attitude is not easy. Even we get angry. Every person gets angry. I get angry. We react, but we have to work on that. Every day, realization is important. What happiness you have important. My dear friends, my dear students, I want to request you all, every day is the best day of your life. Now today's time, 10:30, I think India's time, what? 11:30, right? Yes. 11:30 to 12:30 will not come back. Today, this time finished. Will you get back? No, right? Every minute of your life, enjoy it. Feel it. Enjoy it. It's worth. We are losing every minute of our life. So don't destroy this with sadness. Enjoy every accomplishment, every major or minor. It's not necessary you are the university topper, then only you will enjoy it. Today you are happy. Today you wrote something nicely in the notebook. Enjoy that. Gift yourself with the ice cream. Gift yourself with the chocolate. Or gift your friends with the chocolate. Give them. Today we are together, so it's a happiness. Celebrate it. Happy, happy, happy. This is going to trigger your subconscious mind, my dear friends. That is most important. See your children as the parents. I'm telling you, I'm requesting you. Your children may not be with you after their intermediate. They may go for graduation. They go for higher studies. So they are with you now. Enjoy every moment that they are with you. Feel them. Feel them with the attitude. And this is the time where you can build up the attitude till they are with you. So work on their attitude. Build up that self-confidence. Build up that growth mindset. So as a teachers, as a professors, as a lecturers, as a parents, it is our responsibility to build up the positive attitude so that we can develop a strong nation, a strong children, a strong boosted children who can face the uncertainties that are going to come up in this unseen world. Lots of things going to happen in future. Technology is going to take the role. Labor is going to be decreased. Complete transformation is going to happen now. It's just a starting stage now. We are in the first phase of transformation. Future, we can expect a lot. So what will we do if we still stick on the same attitude? So prepare your children now. Prepare your students now for the uncertainties that are going to come up in the future. With happiness, a smile in your life, smile on your face. Give the smile to everyone who doesn't smile. And I wish you all, each and everyone, a very best of luck with a small quote that winners always win. Winners never quit and quitters never win. Winners never quit and quitters never win. So develop that attitude and be a winner of your life. It may be small or a big accomplishment, no matter. There is no measurement for the accomplishment. You are happy. That is the outcome of your life. So work on the outcome of your life, not on the journey of the life. Done? So I wish you all the best to each and everyone. And I would like to thank Parul University for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Ms. Vaishali.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving us your valuable time. Hello?
Yeah, Ms. Vaishali, I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
My pleasure, Ms. Vaishali. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity, first of all. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am, there are 2-3 questions from our side.
Okay.
Yes, how attitude is important to success?
Yes. Attitude, as I told you, my dear friends, E plus R equal to O. You want success in the life, that is O, outcome, right? O, that is the outcome, is the success. And E is the event. Now, for example, your friend, suppose I will just take Miss Vaishali only as an example. Miss Vaishali is working in the Parul University and she has her friend as well. Her friend will get the promotion, she will not get the promotion. She feels so sad. Imagine, she takes that event as a disappointment. So every day she comes to the college, she will see that promoted her friend. She will feel sad and she will be degraded. She starts And this reflects even in her home also, her family life also, everything. So the outcome is what? No happiness. That is no success. But if she takes that in a positive way, her attitude is changed. Oh, thank congratulations. If not this year, I will get next year. If she makes her attitude, she triggers her attitude in that way, then what will happen? She's giving opportunity to herself for the next year. So what will happen? She will go and inspire him. That person also feels he starts respecting, he starts talking to her happily, and she starts taking, I'm inspired by your success. If Vaishali tells that to him, and he will tell Vaishali that, then life is happiness, successful. Yes or no, Miss Vaishali? This is what we need. So we need to develop the attitude. I just give this an example. There are so many things. How you take the, like Corona, just take the how attitude is responsible for your success. If you think you lost your job, that is the event. And your attitude to it is no problem. I lost my job. If I did not lose my life, right? I'm going to get my life. I will get it. I will try some other place. Okay, instead of eating 3 times, I will eat 1 time. No problem. If you maintain that attitude, what will happen? The outcome is success. If you, same thing, you lost your job. Oh my God, I lost my job, my family, I cannot afford this thing, that thing, I cannot do. Then, if you develop that negativity, then what will happen? Outcome is suicide. No success. Your whole family will be dark side. So you want attitude, you want success, then try to do something. Okay, my dear family, today, from today, we will eat something simple. We will not go for outside. We will not spend much more on clothes. You have to change it. That is how you are responding. So response is the choice. If you respond it in a negative way, then for sure don't expect success. Anything, that's what I gave so many stories inside, like resiliency, these all factors. So you have to develop subconscious mind of yours.
Okay, ma'am. Yes. And the last one is, what is the importance of iceberg of attitude in human behavior?
Yes. The iceberg of attitude. As I have shown you, iceberg, the part that you are seeing is only 10%, right? And the part that you are seeing is a 90%. 10% is what? How you are looking, your personality, what is your knowledge. Miss Vaishali, maybe she's very good in knowledge. She's having her excellency in her subject. She will be excellent. So she will be given the position of a CEO of a company. She will be CEO because of her 10% of the iceberg. When she becomes a CEO, she will call, what you did today, I don't like this, do this way, do this way. She starts behaving. Why she's behaving that? Because her 90% is affecting her. 10% is her knowledge, that's why she got the job. But her 90% is what that makes her survive in that job. How? That 90%. If she see the car, she will go to the company. Don't worry, each and everybody, we are. If she see her employee is not coming on time, instead of getting angry, what's the problem? Oh my God, next time if anything is there, no problem, I will take care. You can take your time in your family. I'm there, I will manage. So she will collaborate, she will communicate, she will engage. These are the things that are in your subconscious mind, which are under the iceberg, below the sea level. So you want, what you are seeing outside is only 10%. That is what happens to you in your life. But if you get command, if you trigger that subconscious 90%, if you keep them alive in your life, nobody is, even the thief also has a heart, right? He's also heart. Robber also, he also has a heart. A murderer, a criminal. Nobody is the worst person in this world. They are not just triggering their subconscious mind. That is compassion. You are just killing a person, murder. If your subconscious mind triggers, oh my God, how I'm killing this small boy. Imagine he thinks that for a while. The 10% is he's killing that, he's murdering that person, small baby. But if he triggers that attitude, subconscious mind, which is under the iceberg, that is compassion, feeling, gratitude. I should not do this. I have to show myself to this, to my soul, to myself. This is not the good. If he triggers that mind, then what will happen? Definitely, he will not do that. So attitude plays a very important role. So I request each and everyone that we also have to develop always that positive attitude, smiling attitude, that people, when they see you, they say, yeah, she is that. When she comes, she brings that charm. Oh my God, this professor is coming, he's so strict. That feeling, we should not get that. Actually, we have to create, that's what I feel, we have to create that smile so that the children should feel, as a student, when I was in the university as well, whenever we see any strict professor, we feel scared. Oh my God, what's going to happen? See, we are creating that attitude in the children. If we create that smiling face, the children will feel so happy. Oh, professor is happy, so we are also happy. So let's enjoy the class. So let's maintain our limits, and with this attitude, let's bring the success in our life.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us your valuable time.
My pleasure, Miss.
Yes, it was quite fruitful for us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes. I would also like to thank the management of Parle University for motivating and supporting us continuously. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So shall I leave the meeting?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you can leave.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.